I feel like I'm always me. Every battle is something new. I try to step outside the box, bring something that they say they haven't seen in me before. I just try to hit all aspects, appeal to the fans.
So, everybody knows Motherhood now. Undoubtedly, we know that it's changed, Phara, the woman. But how do you think it's impacted the artistry and getting your brand? And for those who may think it's a hindrance, let them know, it's nothing to stop us. Green light.
I don't feel like, I've been a mother already, been a mother 2 times now. It hasn't set me back. I think it made me more motivated. My goals, I'm used to procrastinating. Everybody wants to see me do music, and everybody's like, oh, what are you doing? I procrastinate a lot, so I think having another little boy, it motivated me this year. I have a lot coming up. So I'm working on a lot, and I promise y'all gonna hear music after music. Y'all gonna really get tired of me. I think for the people that feel like it's a hindrance, y'all really don't know what motherhood is about. Motherhood is a blessing. Like having another little boy to me is like the greatest thing in the world. I wake up. I just love being a mother. That's first and foremost before battle rap.
Speaking of the music, there's a lot of people who think that it isn't an easy or even a possible transition from battle rapping to actually making a song. So talk us a little about that. Do you feel like there's like really a negative, stigma put on, you guys as battle rappers, and they really doubt your music capability, but at the same time, when you really watch, you guys are still artists, so speak to that.
I think it's a really big stigma on us. They feel like being a battle rapper is not the same as being an artist, but being a battle rapper is way harder than writing music. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really gotta put your real hard thoughts into this. Like, everything gotta be intricate, everything gotta be really thought about. You gotta come up with concepts, bars. Like, it takes a lot for a lot of us battle rappers to come up with the stuff that we say. Like me, I find it really hard to write sometimes because I'm not one to just I don't watch TV. I don't watch a lot of movies. Like, I'm really into watching sports and stuff. So a lot of my bars are sports bars, and for females, it's really hard to understand sport bars when a lot of females don't watch sports like I do. So me, I really gotta be outside and in the street and in the hood, like in my hood, to really come up with certain things that will appeal to the crowd that they understand. So I feel like being a battle rapper is way harder than being an artist. So when we do jump into music, it takes a lot out of us to really come up with something that everybody's gonna want to hear.
It's crazy because that segues right into my next question in terms of the actual process. How long does it take you to get up for a fight? You think of battle rapping, you think of boxing, and you hear guys, like Floyd Mayweather and those guys, they may fight once or twice a year. So how long does it, take you to fully feel like you're ready for a battle?
So most people, I guess they're understanding the concept now. Like, back in the day, battle rapping was just on the spot. Now we have like a month or two to, get whatever we need together. A lot of people write differently. Like me, a lot of people, they write punches first. I just write straight through, and then I take out what I don't want and rewrite what I do need. So me, I work bar-wise, then I throw in punches at the end. So it's really hard. Like, I really have to sit and just think of something that I might have seen a couple of days ago, then I'll figure it out, like, oh, that sounds like I can put that together and then come up with a bar after that. So it's really, really hard, like coming up with schemes and full bar setups and punch after punch after punch just to get 9 minutes.
And you spoke about back in the day, I know you're from Cyprus, right? So, and I grew up with a couple of guys in Cyprus, and I know that, to me, those are some legends, Streets and TA and Shell.
Right.
So talk to us a little bit about, just coming from that era, watching those guys.
Well, those are definitely, those are my bros. Like, I grew up with Streets, I grew up with TA, Shell was around. But he's from Harlem, but he's from the hood, so I think my first time, writing, period, it's so funny that I read a magazine, and down like one of his verses or whatever, and I wrote the verse out on paper, and then I went to school. I was in junior high, and I spit it, and everybody was like, "Oh, like she can rap," and it was so funny, and I was like, "Yo, it was so hot to me that nobody really knew who he was, but he's from my hood, and I really went to school and spit his rap, and then from then on, I just felt like, you know, I'm like, yo, I can do this, like, and I studied it, and I listened to him, and you know, and I just started writing.
So musically, what can we expect from you?
You know, the beginning of the year is going to be a big step for me. Everybody wants to hear music from me. So I'm really working on writing right now, and you know, I'm going to try to do Phara's Freestyle Friday. So every Friday will be a new freestyle to any beat that y'all want to hear me on. It's going to be crazy. I'm really grinding this year, so.
Where can people catch you online to really let you know what they would like to hear?
You can hit me up on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. Everything is Miss Funeral. That's Miss Funeral with a Z, no S. Y'all already know me. Y'all can catch me. I'll be having like little vlogs out, emails where y'all can email me and let me know what beat y'all want to hear me on, original or anybody else's beat. It's gonna be a great year.
There you go. I'm your guy, the vlogs, Jason Paul, GTV.
Y'all already know it's your girl Phara.
We got it.